to Wemby. Wembenyama with 7 against Iguodala. Victor checks the clock. Dribbles, fades, and sends the Spurs to the playoffs.
Nice and calm, races right over the top of Iguodala. You put that on your MVP resume tape all day. What a shot by Victor Wembenyama.
The Spurs, for the first time since 2019, are back in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, we had our play drawn up. We had a clear side, and I asked him if he wanted someone in the corner because, you know, when you have a clear side, teams tend to tilt. It brings more help. So he said he wanted someone there. So I'm like, well, we're going to put a shooter right there. So we put Dev in the corner just to make sure that they don't help off of him. He took his time and got to a spot, and he hit the game winner.
All right. We're going to take a deeper dive from what Fox was just talking about, ladies, and we're going to break this play all the way down.
Let's go, Coach.
All right, so,
Schoolers.
you know, I don't like like I said, this is the first time I've ever gone over a play like this where the guy only took one dribble, no passes, no nothing, right? It's kind of boring, but it is pretty detailed as we get into this, right? So as they start to run their action, this is pretty standard action. They pin away for Wemby here, and that's where Oso makes his first mistake. He lets Wemby catch it in a sweet spot. Anytime you let the big guy catch it straddling the three-point line, that's danger zone, especially a great player. Because the first thing they're looking for right now is this quick hand back to Fox. So you got to guard that, honestly. And what the next thing they're looking for is if Oso just cheats a little bit to this outside, Wemby's gone to the rim, right? So that's called a keep. Now, as Wemby's sitting here overlooking this defense, the next mistake Oso makes, he's too comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? He's in his triple threat. He's facing up. He's looking over the defense. He's checking his GPS. Everything he needs to do to get to where he needs to go, right? The next mistake, let's run it further.
It's a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, because you're talking about dealing with a great player, right? You're dealing with a great player. So all of these details matter when you're trying to stop somebody who's 7'5", can shoot it from anywhere, can dribble, right? Now, this is easy for me to say as the armchair quarterback against Oso, and Oso know he can take it because I coached Oso, so he has to deal with hearing it on TV for me. The next thing he needed to do here is get him going to the help. Jordan Goodwin has stopped at the nail. Even though Fox has drifted away, he's sitting there waiting. Coach is giving him carte blanche to guard him one-on-one. You got to crowd that shoulder, get into his body, get him uncomfortable, force him to the help, and hopefully Goodwin can give you some kind of stun or some type of presence to make this a tougher shot. But this is what ends up happening. He overlooks the defense, eats his pancakes, one dribble to his hot spot. You're not helping off a Dev right there. And once he gets there,
it's a wrap.
Unless you maneuver.
Beautiful make, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's his workout shot, right? Now, let's look at it from the inbounder's perspective and Fox's perspective, okay? So Fox drifts away here. Wemby's here now. Coaching the defense. Other options that they could have brought out in this is soon as Fox cleared over the top here, Goody goes and gets Wemby. All right, we call that a hit. And one of Spo's philosophies was, when we were a trapping team, was how many passes can we make them make, right? You're looking at the clock. It's only so much time on the clock. You get the ball out of their best player's hands. Hopefully you can force full rotation and you're scrambling. So that would mean Goody would take off, get him to move it here. Book would have to rotate, and the guy coming out of the trap would have to find Harper. But at least somebody else besides Wemby just rocker stepping and going to work. And this is what is it. Again, what you get. Go ahead and run a C's. And this is just beautiful. I mean, look at how comfortable he was. And once he gets to that place, I don't care who you are, that's a bucket all day long, twice on Sunday. So
there's no stopping it.
So that's the most limited play I've ever broke down, but it's a lot of factors in that. It's a really good play that coach ran to get him the ball where he wants the ball, to get your two best players involved. Fox made a great adjustment in the timeout because I totally agree with him. You take that Devin out the corner, and it's just Wemby over there. Now you really go double him, and you force him to make more and more passes, and you run out of time. So by Fox saying, no, we're going to put this shooter right here, let Wemby go to work from the elbow. That's a little more pressure on the backside of that defense where you're like, I don't know if I want to double. So that's the breakdown fully.
I love it.
I like how Fox put it down, but that's what we got.
What's crazy, Alexis, is we were watching it in real time yesterday. We're, of course, watching the amazing shot from Wemby, and Coach is like stone-faced. We're like, Coach, that was great. He's like, I don't like that defense. We're like, oh, brother.
Our
brain is always working that way.
Like I said, I don't like to talk about coaches and what their decisions are, because the reality is, I've done this before. You got a young guy that you're building as a defender.
Yeah.
You're trying to get his. You say, hey, man, I trust you to stop this guy. Get out there and guard Wemby. But also has to understand, if you are going to be that kind of guy in that situation, there are certain things you got to do. You got to take the ball away, or at least push those catches out. You got to push them to the help. All of those things. You got to crowd them. You can't let guys like Wemby play comfortable and get to their sweet spots.
Incredible play. I mean, it looks simple enough, but there's always technicalities. There's layers to this. And great job,
A little bit of detail. So that's our breakdown for the day.
We're talking hoops as the Toronto Raptors have a double-digit lead, 94-85, almost double digits. Right into the fourth quarter. Look at that. You know I can't do math. I talk for a living. But we do want to talk a little Pistons here as this game transitions into the fourth. We now have 2 full games for the Pistons without Cade Cunningham, who's set to miss the next couple of weeks with that collapsed lung. They get a commanding win tonight in his absence. But, Coach, what was the directive you gave to your squads when, I mean, you had to go into games without a key piece?
Well, the big thing is you don't want guys trying to hero the game. Right. You don't need a hero. You need everybody to star in their role. You need guys to step up and do what they normally do, but just a little bit more. So guys that they're inserting into the lineup, Jenkins, Sasser, do what you do well. Don't try to be Cade Cunningham. Bring a lot of energy to the game, touch the paint, be disruptive. Those are the things that those smaller guys do for them. And so that's what JB is going to be asking for them. Obviously, be more aggressive offensively, push yourself to be more of a scorer. We'll get you the ball in a few different places so he can up a scoring game, because you have to go to that next guy and highlight him. He's your new highlight, because it's always going to be a guy you got to put in position to highlight. So JB is going to highlight Tobias Harris. He's going to highlight Duren, probably a little bit of Karis LeVert as well.
Take off the cape and make sure everybody knows their role. Lexi, if you're someone like Janice Jenkins, how are you preparing going into the rest of these games, knowing that you're going to have an increased role because Cade is out?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully you've been preparing. I mean, you never know what's going to happen in the season. Like we said, the teams are one piece away. Teams are one piece away from, losing their star, depending on what happens in the season. I agree with Coach. Don't exceed your role, but star in it. And take advantage of this opportunity and moment like we're seeing with Johnson in Atlanta. You never know what could happen from, playing in your role more than you usually do. So for me, you wouldn't really come into the game differently. If you are a true professional, you're preparing for the game like you're going to play no matter what. It's not the easiest thing to do. Trust me, I know. But you have to be prepared for the moment when your number is called, always.
If you stay ready, you gotta get ready. All right. Let's take you to that Warriors and Pistons game, show you how it went through with the Pistons back home in Detroit, hosting Golden State. Both squads, of course, without their star guards. Steph out for the Warriors and, of course, Cade for the Pistons. Middle of the first.
How many tickets did Draymond need for this one?
Stop. So many.
Yeah, it's hometown.
One of the 5'11" Jalen's in the NBA, Duren here.
Yeah, Jalen was a popular name for this generation, that's for sure.
Did you guys know that name didn't even exist until Jalen Rose?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Jalen Rose.
You watched that rap video, didn't you?
Sure did.
I think
very
he took
educational.
advice.
Yeah, he did.
But again, don't complicate it.
No.
Offensively, push the pace, touch the paint.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. And, make easy basketball plays. The rest will take care of itself. And then defensively, those guys know what to do.
Yeah, they're an excellent team. And we've been seeing that all season long. Look at their records. So, yeah. Losing Cade hurts, but that's a really good Detroit team.
Yeah, collective effort from the Pistons without Cade. 6 guys in double figures, led by Jalen Duren's 23. Duncan Robinson had a ridiculous plus-minus, finishing the game at plus 37 in just 29 minutes. All right, we're going to take a quick switch gears, okay? We've got the latest never-ending saga of Giannis and the Bucks. Oh, yes, you didn't think that was going to escape you, huh? ESPN's Ramona Shelburne published a report today that included a headline, quote, from Bucks co-owner Wes Edens saying that Giannis going into the final year of his deal, one of 2 things will happen. Either he will be extended or he will be traded, end quote. What do you make of this thing? I mean, there's always something, always drama. And
But
Sounds like he's in jail.
But time out. Yeah. But what are you talking? That's not an announcement.
Right. There's literally 2 options.
That's your option. I thought it was a third option. I was waiting for you to say
and?
Or. No. Yeah, that's your options, bro. Like, I mean, you're not making a huge announcement with that. You're either going to sign this dude to a long-term deal or you got to move off of him.
Yeah.
It's not an option.
I mean, is it time for both of these parts to move on here, Giannis and the Bucks?
At this point, yeah, it's a little bit too dramatic, and Giannis is not known for having dramatic
up to this point,
instances.
It's been so nice.
Right, you got your nice little championship.
Yeah. And even just the handling of the relationship, like up to the point of when it finally cracked, all of these ridiculous announcements and like, you know, tweets and
but if you look at the team, like they've slowly been breaking the band up. Like little by little.
Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, it's only like 2 guys left from the championship team pretty much.
It happens.
That's how
Memphis.
Exactly.
That band is broke up.
Thankfully, our band is stronger than ever.
Yes,
if you missed anything, hey, we'll be right back here for the post-up, not to be confused with post-game, here on NBA TV. Look.
Or post-work.
Or whatever. Thanks, guys.